The three Sweet Commanders are the top-ranking officers of the Big Mom Pirates, second only to Big Mom in rank, authority, respect, and strength. They are Cracker, Smoothie, and Katakuri, who are also children of the Charlotte family. There were originally four until Snack was defeated and demoted. They have some highest known bounties in One Piece. Their strength is considered so great that defeating of them is though unspeakable to the entire crew. In retaliation, they send an army to deal with the one who defeated the Sweet Commander. Big Mom Pirates first in command.
Charlotte Katakuri. Charlotte Katakuri is the second son and third child of the Charlotte family and the elder triplet brother of Daifuku and Oven. He is also one of the three Sweet Commanders of the Big Mom Pirates and serves as Tato Land's Minister of Flour, Kona Daijin, governing over Komuji Island. Katakuri is a calm, serious, and diligent man who devotes himself to protecting his family and crew and achieving their objectives. He frequently uses his advanced Kanbunchoku haki to quickly address any problems or threats that he foresees, and whenever possible he will work to change the future he foresees and stop the problem before it happens. Katakuri makes sure to waste no time in accomplishing his tasks. When his brother Pero was gloating to the captured Vinsmoke family, Katakuri told him to hurry and shoot them immediately. Katakuri is quite brutal when attacking opponents to ensure they are quickly neutralized and will use his weapons to inflict gruesome wounds with impunity. Katakuri's haste to resolve problems can sometimes work against him, though, as his attempts to change the future may not achieve his intended result. Katakuri is almost always calm even in the most perilous of situations, as it is necessary for his mind to be clear in order to utilize Kanbunchoku haki. If he is taken by surprise or foresees something terrible in the future, he is shown to lose color on his face and he may sometimes shout, but he does not panic. Katakuri takes his status as the strongest subordinate of Big Mom quite seriously and makes the effort to maintain the appearance of perfection that his siblings and crewmates consider him to have, particularly by never lying on his back in public. However, he has been shown to silence siblings who are heaping excessive amounts of praise onto him. Don't you dare give unwanted support in a duel between men. If you're going to laugh at that idiot, then laugh at me too. Although he works to eliminate enemies efficiently, Katakuri is ultimately an honorable fighter who prefers to fight fairly and heavily respects opponents who can match him. Thus, he absolutely despises receiving assistance in a fight, and will even yell at a sibling if they interfere in his battles. If he finds that he inflicted a wound on someone due to outside assistance, he will give his own body the same wound to compensate for it and even the playing field. When he was bested in combat for the first time by Luffy, Katakuri retained his respect for the pirate and was enthused, rather than angry, when Luffy confirmed his intention of coming back and defeating Big Mom in the future. Later, he even smiled after learning that Luffy had escaped from Tato Land. To cope with the stresses of his position, Katakuri takes regular light meal breaks, known as merienda, where he feasts on his favorite food of donuts and drinks tea. Another reason that Katakuri shrouds his merienda in utmost secrecy is that he is extremely sensitive about his pelican eel-like mouth, which he was bullied for as a child. Initially, he had no issue with just attacking his bullies in response, but after the bullies took revenge by attacking his younger sister Bruley, Katakuri took to wearing a mouth covering at all times in public. As one of the three Sweet Commanders, Katakuri's authority in the Big Mom Pirates is second only to his mother's, and as Tato Land's Minister of Flour, he holds authority over Komuji Island. In battle, Katakuri is a very powerful combatant. His tremendous bounty of belly 1,057,000,000 shows how dangerous he is considered by the world government, and Capone Beak of the infamous Worst Generation has likewise declared him a monstrous threat. According to his crewmates, Katakuri is the strongest of the three Sweet Commanders, the strongest of Big Mom's children overall, and thus the most capable member of their crew aside from Big Mom herself. Daifuku even stated that, were Big Mom to die, Katakuri's skills would make him the worthiest of succeeding her as captain of the Big Mom Pirates. Katakuri has been called a monster for his strength ever since he was a child, and until his first loss against Luffy, he was said to have never lost a single battle throughout his life, his long and perfect record of victory described by Oven as legendary. Also, Katakuri is strong-willed, as he withstood a blast of Big Mom's House Hoku Haki long enough to continue on his feet to help his siblings. Noted to be the strongest of the three sweet commanders, Katakuri possesses immense physical strength, being able to flick jelly beans with such extreme force and velocity that they act like bullets, mortally wounding his opponents with a single shot. He was also able to defeat Vinsmoke Ichiji, a genetically enhanced Germa 66 commander, who was wearing his raid suit, with minimal effort and without incurring any injuries himself. He uses a fighting style similar to Luffy's Gomu Gomu no Mi techniques, and he can counter Luffy's Red Hawk without any effort. With his own version of Luffy's elephant gun, he overpowered and badly injured Luffy in a clash of strength. When he performed his Zangiri Machi attack, he was able to create a large crater in the ground when he sent Luffy crashing through the Mirror World. Katakuri wields a trident named Mogira in battle. He was first seen wielding it during Sanji and Charlotte Pudding's wedding ceremony. When not in use, he keeps the trident inside his Machi body. Katakuri's immense physical strength and accuracy allow him to act as a sniper and marksman. Katakuri is highly skilled in flicking jelly beans as improvised bullets with great accuracy. Katakuri ate the Machi Machi no Mi, a special Paramecia-type devil fruit that lets him create, control, and transform his body into Machi at will. His Machi is extremely thick and adhesive, allowing him to trap even extremely strong enemies with it, although it loses its effectiveness when exposed to liquids. He frequently uses these abilities in hand-to-hand combat, sprouting several tendrils of Machi on his body to act as extra fists or legs. He can imbue these tendrils with Busashoku Haki to deliver extremely hard punches and kicks. He is also able to enlarge his Machi limbs to gigantic size and stretch them to increase his attack range. By concentrating and compressing Machi into a single fist, Katakuri is capable of delivering punches of devastating power. Katakuri can transform his body like a Logia user to avoid attacks, as shown when he transformed himself into Machi when being struck by Capone Beak's bullets, and with the help of his advanced Kanbunchoku Haki, he is even capable of manipulating his body structure to dodge Haki-imbued attacks and remain unharmed. Katakuri has also mastered his Devil Fruit powers to the point of awakening his Devil Fruit, enabling him to transform nearby inorganic material into Machi, greatly enhancing the range of his attacks and allowing him to manipulate the environment to his advantage. Katakuri is one of the very few people in the world who can use all three types of Haki. Katakuri is able to use House Hoku Haki, as shown when he released a large burst along with Luffy's own House Hoku Haki in order to knock out Charlotte Flamp and her subordinates as punishment for their interruption. Katakuri is an extremely skilled user of Busashoku Haki, as shown when he hardened his Machi leg in order to bludgeon and injure Luffy. His Haki-enhanced strikes are powerful enough to counter and overpower Luffy's own Haki-enhanced attacks. Katakuri has extraordinary mastery of Kanbunchoku Haki, able to use the advanced form of Kanbunchoku which allows him to see visions of a few seconds into the future. He was able to detect and instantly thwart an assassination attempt on Big Mom and her affiliates that would have been carried out moments later by a vengeful Tea Party invitee.
Big Mom Pirate's second in command.
Charlotte Smoothie. Charlotte Smoothie is the 14th daughter and 35th child of the Charlotte family, the older triplet sister of Citron and Cinnamon, and a long-legged human hybrid. She serves as one of the three sweet commanders of the Big Mom Pirates and as Tato Land's Minister of Juice, Josudajin, governing over 100% island. Smoothie approaches things with a carefree attitude. She will agree to help crewmates if she has the time but tends not to display any investment into the tasks she does take on, however she will be remorseful for failing said tasks. Though she may be nonchalant most of the time, Smoothie can get very serious should circumstances require it and will waste no time in creating tactics to smooth out a given problem in the most efficient way possible. She is also perceptive on other people's nature and will make decisions based on how someone might react, as shown when she neglected to tell Big Mom about the prisoner revolt in Whole Cake Chateau due to knowing that her mother would fly into a rage nobody would want to deal with. She also quickly realized that Katakuri was disturbed and asked him if something was wrong after he foresaw Pudding crying. Smoothie has a very cruel side to her as well, as she likes to squeeze the life out of subordinates, even when being pleaded with to stop, and enjoys drinking the liquid produced while callously dropping dried out bodies aside, treating them as sources of liquid rather than people. In spite of her cruelty and carefreeness, Smoothie is very loyal to her family and crew, as she will execute any assignment given to her by those she respects. When it comes to situations that will surely make her mother angry, Smoothie will take it upon herself to save her from unnecessary trouble, as she did not report the breakout at the prisoner library. She also cares deeply for her family and crew, as she was shocked when Capone Beeg was about to assassinate her mother, and warned her siblings and crewmates on Big Mom going on another rampage in Sweet City. Like Oven, Galette, and Bruley, Smoothie detests traitors, as she got furious at Beeg and his crew in their attempt to assassinate their mother and at Jinbei for joining and aiding the Straw Hats. Smoothie appears to be confident in her abilities. Similar to Katakuri, she does not appear to brag about her power and deals with problems efficiently. Smoothie usually keeps her composure during battle. The only time Smoothie tends to lose her composure completely is when her mother goes on a rampage due to her cravings. During such instances, Smoothie has been seen in panic and screaming to her siblings to run while fleeing from her rampaging mother. As one of the 3 sweet commanders of the Big Mom Pirates, Smoothie's authority within the crew is second only to her mother. As the Minister of Juice, Smoothie has authority over 100% island in Tato Land. Vito noted Smoothie as a monster among the Big Mom Pirates, comparing her to Katakuri. Her bounty of belly 932 million suggests that the world government considers her extremely dangerous. Given her title of Sweet Commander, it is likely that she is stronger than her very powerful brothers, Compote, Deifuku, Oven, and Pero. Together with Deifuku and Galette, she managed to subdue Sanji, Reiju and Luffy, although the latter was heavily weakened. She is shown to have a strong will, as she was able to withstand Big Mom's burst of House Hoku Haki. Smoothie possesses an extremely high level of physical strength befitting her size, being able to pick up, with one hand, and with both hands squeeze out a normal-sized person using her ability without effort. She also managed to squeeze a giraffe in a similar fashion with one grip. The anime shows her possessing enough strength to send Vinsmoke Reiju flying back. Smoothie ate the Shivo no Mi, a paramecia-type devil fruit that allows her to drain liquid from both living and non-living things. She uses her power by twisting her target and wringing it out like a soaked cloth, though she can also drain liquid from a target by cutting it with her sword. She can squeeze the liquid out of anything, including animals, people, and even substances that would normally be too dangerous to touch, such as lava. Notably, the extracted liquid can be consumed like juice and seems to have an exquisite taste. Smoothie is also able to absorb the extracted liquid into herself, allowing her to make herself and her weapons much bigger and stronger. Smoothie carries a large sword on her back, with its sheath shaped like a drill bit. She can combine it with her devil fruit ability to drain liquid from any opponents she cuts with it and absorb liquid into it to increase its size and then unleash it as massive flying blasts. Smoothie possesses the ability to use Busashoku and Kanbunshoku Haki.
Big Mom Pirates third in command.
Charlotte Cracker. Thousand Arms Charlotte Cracker is the 10th son and 15th child of the Charlotte family and the oldest triplet brother of Custard and Angel. He is also one of the 3 sweet commanders of the Big Mom Pirates and serves as Tato Land's Minister of Biscuits, by Suketo Daijin, governing Biscuits Island. Cracker is very loyal to his family and crew, demonstrated by his anger upon discovering that his former stepfather was revealing their secrets to Monkey D. Luffy and Nami. He firmly believes that one's heritage defines their character, incorrectly assuming that Sanji would happily consent to his arranged wedding out of loyalty to his family and that he would detest the Straw Hat Pirates for coming to Whole Cake Island to rescue him, oblivious to the fact that Sanji opposed the wedding and would never willingly speak ill of his friends. Like Big Mom and most of his siblings, like his older brother Oven, he considers his own father and stepfathers to not be part of his family because they are not related by blood. Cracker is very confident in his power and prefers to deal with enemies alone, hating outside interference from his fellow crew members. He takes joy in using his devil fruit powers and overwhelming his enemies with their versatility. On the other hand, he hates it when people eat his biscuit creations, as he does not like giving away biscuits for free. Cracker also absolutely despises feeling any amount of pain, even the prick of a needle, and prefers to fight others with his biscuit creations. He is also very proud of his anonymity, referring to the world government's incorrect photo of him in his wanted poster. As one of the 3 sweet commanders of the Big Mom Pirates, Cracker's authority in the crew is second only to his mother's. As the Minister of Biscuit, Cracker rules over Biscuit's Island and is responsible for procuring and distributing biscuits to whoever needs them. He is also capable of commanding large fleets into battle. Cracker's voice and presence alone are enough to cause nearby homies to shrink away and wither in fear, indicating that his power commands tremendous fear and respect among his fellow crewmates. His bounty of belly 860 million indicates that the world government considers him highly dangerous and threatening to their operations. His power and influence is so great that when he was defeated, Sweet City was put into a state of lockdown. Big Mom was also confident that Cracker could defeat Monkey D. Luffy, who managed to bring down Don Quixote da Flamingo, further testifying to his combat strength. Though Urge of the worst generation managed to defeat one of his fellow sweet commanders, Cracker defeated him afterward, though he did not manage to kill the supernova. Cracker has also shown immense amounts of stamina, being able to fight and chase after Luffy for 11 hours. He has extraordinary strength, able to wield Pretzel, a very large sword, while maintaining sufficient speed to keep up with Luffy. In the anime, he is shown being able to clash evenly with Luffy, who was in Gear 4, and pushing him back with Pretzel. Cracker wields a huge double-edged sword named Pretzel, which is one of the Mito and a blade larger than himself with a crossguard shaped like a biscuit. Cracker is extremely skilled in wielding Pretzel, as he can attack very quickly despite the sword's size. Combined with Busashoku Haki, he was able to cut through Luffy's Gear 4 enhanced Haki defenses with his sword. Cracker ate the Baisu no Mi, a paramecia-type devil fruit that allows him to create and manipulate biscuits at will. He creates the biscuits by clapping, and in addition to creating whole biscuits, he can crumble the biscuits into superfine crumbs. The biscuits he creates are also super durable, though they can be softened by water. Cracker has extraordinarily powerful Busashoku Haki, which he uses to harden his sword, and biscuit armor. Cracker possesses the ability to use Kanbunshoku Haki also.
Big Mom Pirates. Ex-Sweet Commander.
Charlotte Snack. Charlotte Snack is the 25th son and 44th child of the Charlotte family and the older twin brother of Barbarois. He is also an officer of the Big Mom Pirates and serves as Tato Land's Minister of Fries, Fure Dajin, governing over Potato Island. He was one of the crew's 4 sweet commanders until he lost his position when he was defeated by Urge sometime in the last 2 years. He was also a member of Charlotte Oven's army to intercept the Straw Hat Pirates on Cacao Island. Little is known about Snack's personality, but he is loyal to his family and crew even after he was demoted from his sweet commander position, as he came to Cacao Island to help fight against the Straw Hat Pirates. He has a strong hatred for the worst generation due to his loss against Urge costing him his position as a sweet commander. As the Minister of Fries, Snack has authority over Potato Island, and as an officer of the Big Mom Pirates, he has authority over lower-ranking members of his crew. As formerly one of the sweet commanders, Snack had great authority and power over the crew, second only to Big Mom herself. His power is reflected by his large bounty of belly 600 million. However, he was defeated in combat by Urage of the worst generation. Consequently, he was demoted from his position as a suite commander and lost the authority that came with the title. During Pudding's wedding, Snack is shown to be strong enough to clash with a raid suit-empowered Vinsmoke judge. He is seen wielding a large katana. In the anime, he has been shown to be skilled enough to clash against Vinsmoke judge.